Girls, come here. Get in the house, quick. Come on. No!
Hey, Kev, you're alive? Kev? Hey. Hey. I'm sorry, it's beyond it to get here. I'm sorry. Hey, come on, get you a snort of that now. You gotta drink all this, you're gonna need it. Lead by example. Ish. I wish I could say it's gonna hurt me more than you, but it won't.
Do what you gotta do.
Citizens of Brazos, my name is Nate Jones, and I now own this town. I am the law, judge and jury. We take what we want, we drink what we want. Well, boys, we have arrived. Now let's enjoy ourselves.
The Honorable John Ireland, Governor of the great state of Texas. Dear sir, just as Colonel William Travis and his volunteers were besieged by an overwhelming enemy, so has our beloved town of Brazos. A band of ruffians calling themselves the Nate Jones Gang has infringed upon our township and overtaken our fine community. Like the moguls of old, they have pillaged and plundered our town, taking anything they desire, and killing anyone who opposes them. The beloved and honest people of Brazos are afraid for their lives every moment of the day, as these outlaws lurk on every corner of the town like vultures, watching us and our every move. As I pen this letter, I pray that it will not fall into their hands prior to reaching you. Otherwise, I will surely be dead before the sun rises. Sir, I beseech you to send help fast. Sincerely, Reverend Silas A. Parker, September of the year of our Lord, 1887.
Governor, thank you.
Senator Gregg, can you believe that President Cleveland signed into effect the Dawes Act?
Governor, I see it as typical Washington bureaucrats. They're going to try and tell the states what to do with the Indian lands. Whereas we already know what to do with the Indians and their lands. And under those lands is a fortune of black gold.
Even though he's a Democrat, I sometimes wonder about what is he thinking?
Governor Allyn. Senator Gregg. Excuse me for just barging in here like this, but I received a message that I felt was urgent for you to see.
What is it?
Well, came from a transient-looking fellow. He said he snuck it in here, all the way here in his canteen.
Son, this better be worth my time.
Well, he said it was about Nate Jacobs, so I figured you'd like to see it.
Senator, I sent 2 Pinkerton men down the Brazos already to arrest Nate Jones. We never heard back. I suppose they were killed.
Sir, why don't we quickly and unceremoniously send in the cavalry and wipe out the entire gang?
What? And we're starting a war where civilians might possibly die? Can you imagine the political fallout? You know I'm not running for United States Senate. We cannot afford to have a slaughter on our records.
But sir, we can't just let him continue. He believes he's above the law. And there's already reports that he thinks he's the governor of Texas.
Rangers, by God. I need the very best Rangers we have.
Well, there's Blackman. And there's Graham. Oh, and you know Bill Pollock would just love to take on Nate. He's a bloodthirsty SOB.
No, I need better. I need the very best. I know exactly who I need.
I'd hold it right there if I was you.
Hell, Captain, you ain't gonna kill me.
Brings you out to these parts. Looking for you. Got a commission for you. Look, there's a little town outside of the Brazos River south of here. Been overrun by outlaws, hoodlums. Governor sent me to find you. Wants us to go clean it up. You found me. Stanley, my ranger days are over. Well, you sure as hell ain't making no money on cattle. Price has dropped to nothing. Hell, I bought a steak for 2 bits last night. We don't shoot back. They get in too much trouble, shoot 'em and eat 'em. Look, you need to read this. Look, that comes from the governor himself. All right? And I ain't even told you the worst part. Sure hope Nate Jones and his gang have been hung by now. Me too. The governor signed it himself. You might want to hide that somewhere to save your hide one day. All right then. When are we leaving? I told you, I ain't ranger. I don't care if the governor, president, or the Queen of England herself signed that letter. I'm not gonna put that badge back on. Ishmael Ryan, you of all people. Once you seen who we're going after? Well, I'll give you credit for that. How are you turning down this commission? My rangering days are over. It was good seeing you again. You can take that letter back to the governor. To think that I'd see the day the Captain Ryan turned yellow. Sniveling.
Tell you what, I don't know how much more outlaws this town can handle now.
Quit talking, Dad. Now get in here.
Girl,
Son.
get in that store. I don't see you looking at going near those outlaws. Hey, can you give me a hand here?
Yeah.
Hey, preacher man!
Yes, my lost brother. May I help you?
What? I ain't your brother, and I ain't lost. Where's your horse at?
Psalm 27. Some men trust in chariots, some in horses. But we must all trust in the name of the Lord, our God.
I didn't ask you for no preaching. I asked you where's your horse at.
Why are you so worried about my horse? Did you want to steal it? But you're mad because maybe somebody got there before you?
You better not had let someone take that horse.
You surely would not shoot a man of the claw.
The claw? Them just clothes you're wearing. I ain't never paid attention to what a man was wearing before I shot him down, if he needed killing.
You ain't even wearing a gun.
Nor shall I raise one against my fellow brother. Proverbs 21:31. The horse shall be made ready for battle, but victory belongs to the Lord, and the Lord shall win.
Abigail. My precious Abigail. We always loved this little grove of trees here. Little did I know I was going to have to turn this little piece of property into a cemetery for you and my babies. But I brought you some wildflowers. Y'all always did love wildflowers. Darling, the bluebonnets were thicker this year than I believe I've ever seen them. What I wouldn't give to have you and the girls back to walk with me hand in hand through those bluebonnets one last time. You told me not to hold grudges, but I'm sorry, baby. I've been holding a grudge against those murdering outlaws that took you and my girls away from me. But I'm not going to hold that grudge much longer. I'm going back to rangering. One last ride. Got a commission from Governor Allyn himself to go after Nate Jones and his boys, the very ones that killed y'all. So I'm gonna go kill every one of those murdering outlaws and send them straight to hell where they belong. That is with your approval, of course. I'll take that as a yes. But now, if they kill me first, then you and the girls and I are going to have a happy homecoming where I expect the wildflowers grow year-round. But I'm going to give the devil a lot of company before that happens. You taught me also the Lord said, evil shall perish and the righteous shall prevail. So darling, I'm going to go do the Lord's work now. Good morning, sunshine.
I dreamed I'd died and gone to heaven. How disappointing.
I see you're packed and ready.
All right, let me finish breakfast. I do wish we had the Major with us. He wouldn't stand a chance with the three of us going in there.
That's why I'll always be indebted to Major Young and you.
Well, let's go do him proud then, eh?
Let's ride off while the good Lord's on our side.
Amen to that.
We'll go get some supplies in the fort before we get too far out. Do you remember your Bible verse? Genesis 19:24.
Which one is that now?
God said he's going to rain fire and brimstone down on Sodom and Gomorrah. My friend, we are headed for Sodom and Gomorrah. We'll rain fire and brimstone down on them like they've never seen before. We're going to send them straight to hell, man.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Look at that. Captain, our luck just changed for the better.
We did. Man, those are gorgeous animals.
I'll tell you what, buffalo steak sure would taste good smoldering on the old fire tonight.
Gosh, I can really taste it from here.
Hell, you talked me into it.
Deal. Which one are you gonna shoot?
I was thinking about shooting that big old bull you was admiring.
We don't need that much meat. Shoot one of them calves.
All right, how about that in there?
No, he's too skinny. How about that fat one over there to the left?
All right, then.
What I wouldn't give for a good cold beer and a piece of peach pie right now.
Well, hell, since you're just wishing us up stuff, why don't you get a couple saloon girls in them wishes to share this meal with us, keep us warm?
Well, ain't nothing to help you sleep better than a good old full stomach. I think I'll turn it in.
I think y'all do the same. Have me a little dessert first. Woo.
Honey, would you get the girls cleaned up? Ishmael, there's riders coming in. Girls, come here, get in the house, quick, come on. Ishmael! No!
Can you help your men?
Are you Captain Ryan?
Get in the house! Get in the house!
Nate Jones around? I got papers I plan on serving him.
Mister, I don't know who you are, but you are an idiot. You don't just walk into a place like this and ask a question like that.
Look, answer our questions. Is Nate Jones here?
You looking for me?
You're Nate Jones?
I could be.
We have papers on you. You need to come with us.
I think not.
Pinkerton, man. You killed my Jose.
Easy, Zarita.
Let me have him, Nate. I want to kill him slow. And I'm going to start by shooting off that...
Muerte a la ley! Now, boys, and Zarita, let's show these men what happens when people try and stop us. Now, boys, bring him on over. So, Pinkerton, man, are you enjoying our hospitality?
Go to hell.
Estás en problemas ahora.
Oh. Now, you see old Barnabas over there? He's just wanting something to work on. All you have to do is tell me who informed the government.
I already told you. I don't know anything.
That's so. That's just only one finger. Boys, why don't you take them outside? Show them what happens when they bring the law in. Love this law in on us. Say, darling, nobody crosses Nate Jones. Two men that the governor sent to arrest us. And as you can see, hasn't really worked out too well for them.
I'm calling for a day, and this is what happens? Better let that man go, or I'm gonna arrest you for murder.
Oh, Marshal, that truly scares me. Boys, bring the marshal up.
I don't think you're going to be needing this anymore. Seems like we need a new marshal in town since Marshall. What's your name anyway?
Davis.
Marshal Davis. Just relinquished his duties.
I think I see our new marshal right there. Well, I know the town's You men got any last words?
You son of a...
I didn't think so. Drinks are on me!
You almost forgot your bad man.
Repent from your wicked ways, or face eternal damnation. Repent of your sins. Repent from your wicked ways, or face eternal...
So, you got a hotel room out here too?
Yes, sir. Need a room?
Need a room, 2 beds.
No problem. About a couple of women. I can have them up in your room too for a couple of dollars.
Now that sounds like
We're gonna pass this time. You had anybody check in by the name of Nate Jones?
No, nobody by that name.
You sure?
No, no Nate Jones here. Mister, who gives you the right to go ripping up my book? I have a mind to pull my pistol, either kill you or throw you right out of here.
No, you don't. If you was brave enough to do that, you'd already done it. This is all the right we need.
Texas Rangers?
That's right.
Oh, I'm sorry. I tell you what, drink's on me. Marvel, come here.
Sure, hon. What can I do for you?
Fix these 2 men up with a couple of your girls. Drinks are on the house.
How am I supposed to make any money if you keep giving my girls away?
Myrtle, these men Texas Rangers.
Well, why didn't you say so? Maria and Josephine, come take care of these gentlemen for me. Sorry about that.
Well.
Wanna come with the room? We call it room service. Now, Cowboy, you look like you have been on the trail for far too long. All alone. So how about you say you buy us a bottle of tequila, and then we can go whatever.
I prefer whiskey. Whiskey makes me do crazy things. I just want to show my appreciation for the Texas Rangers for saving us from those outlaws and Indians.
And our appreciation knows absolutely no bounds.
Now, Captain, I must insist.
Man, it's hot out there. Hey, Myrtle, send us over a couple of beers.
You better ask nice or I'll put a fly in it.
Darling, I ain't worried about flies. I ate plenty of them on the trail. Just try not to stir it with your finger. It might be too sweet for me to drink. Look at there. Oh, yeah.
Man.
Hey, darling.
Sweetie.
Hey, pretty lady. Bet you'd like to spend some time with me. What?
No.
Well, if not him, how about me?
No, not you either.
I believe the lady said no.
She's mine. You just stay out of this.
That's Latigo. He'll kill that feller.
You and your friend better just run along before I squish you like a bug.
If the big one wins, then you get to buy me a drink and we can go back to the room. Or if the ranger wins, then we can go back to the room after you buy me a drink.
I can't lose that bet, honey. You're on.
Oh, I do a lot more than shake hands.
Men, and I use that term loosely. If you get anything close enough to her, she can smell you, I'll kill you where you stand.
Maybe we'll kill you first.
My name's Captain Ryan. This is my pard.
Captain Ryan. Captain Ryan of the Texas Rangers? We're sorry, sir. We're real sorry.
Ma'am, if you'll excuse their rude behavior, you have a good day.
Now that was funny.
You're cheap! You did. So how could I cheat? Nobody's that good at that luck.
Easy, boys. Y'all need to settle down. We may be robbers, thieves, murderers, even ugly. We don't allow cheating.
Tell it to him. He owes me my money back. You lost it fair and square. I ain't giving you nothing back.
What'd you go and kill him for?
Never cared for that card sheet to begin with. Easy there, boys. I got another barrel here. I'm gonna unload on anybody that I catch stealing that money. Now, each of you at the table can take out 2 bits. Bring the rest of it to me.
Why do you get to take the money?
That's easy. I gotta have somebody haul this body out back. Gotta have somebody mop up the floor tonight.
Mop the floor? These floors ain't been mopped in years. Look at all these blood stains.
Did I mention I also have the shotgun?
That sounds good to me.
Marshal, we need to go arrest those men for killing my horse. Marshal, wake up.
Hey, deputy, where's your pony?
Yeah, that 4-legged animal you supposed to ride in on.
Well, deputy, well for an afternoon stroll?
You know good and well one of your men shot my horse.
Must be mistaken. We ain't left the saloon all day.
I should arrest all of you for it.
Now, son, that's not a very healthy move on your part. Besides, we're all willing to testify in a court of law that we were here in the saloon all day. Ain't that right, boys?
Yeah, that's right.
That's right, boss. Now, boys, none of you left the saloon today and shot this man's horse?
Sure.
No. See there? That's why I'm the boss and you ain't.
Salmon? I cannot believe the way Texas is growing.
See, that's job security for you and me. The way I see it, all these people are gonna need protection. Governor, he'll commission more soldiers, and of course, Texas Rangers.
I figure the politicians be right behind it.
Now, Captain, if I could make money with my good looks and speeches, I reckon you and I wouldn't have to work for a living.
Sounds like politicians may already be here. Excuse me, sir. Could you direct us to your commanding officer?
Yes, sir. May I ask who's calling and your purpose?
I think these badges are purpose enough.
Corporal, take these 2 men, I'm sorry, Texas Rangers, to see Major Williams.
Yes, sir.
Major, 2 Texas Rangers here to see you.
And tell the lieutenant I want to see him before supper.
Gentlemen, please excuse my office where it is. It's the only place I could find to escape this here Texas heat. Major Williams, 10th U.S. Cavalry.
Captain Ryan, Texas Ranger.
The Captain Ryan? I heard you were killed a few years back.
Well, dang sure tried. Shot me twice in the back.
And this must be your partner, Captain O'Reilly. Samuel O'Reilly.
Major.
Have a seat, man. It is an honor and a privilege to have 2 such distinguished men in my camp. Miss Margaret, fetch me my best whiskey. Gentlemen, before we get down to business, I have to ask, is the legend true?
Well, guess that depends on which legend you're talking about. It's one about old Samuel here breaking all the senoritas' hearts in South Texas. It's probably true.
No, Captain. The Battle of Boquilla. The way I hear it, Pistoleros had you outnumbered. 20 to 1, maybe more. You come out from behind that adobe hut, navy coat in both hands, cigar in your mouth. Took down 12 pistoleros with 12 shots. Then old Samuel here lit him to him with that Henry. Dropped the last one on the river's edge. And you only stopped shooting because they made it to the Mexico side.
Well, that's the official story. Truth is, ain't none of them pistoleros made home for supper that night. Killed every one of them, I did.
Y'all go home hungry. Tell them fall.
Tell me, what is it that brings you men here to Fort Belknap?
You ever heard of a little town called Brazos?
Reckon I have.
Seems old Nate and his outlaws have taken over the town.
Well, I'd like to get my hands on that man. I'd hang him from the highest tree in Texas. And I wouldn't even use a rope. I'd hang him with his own rope. He ain't worth the money to buy a new one.
Well, we're of like mind.
Sam and I thought we'd stop by here and see if you could spare a man or 2 to go with us. Help clean up the town.
Captain, I'd love to help you. My orders are clear from President Grover Cleveland himself. Keep the lines open. From Fort Worth to Fort Bliss in El Paso. That's a long road for the few men I have. Sorry, Captain. I can't help you.
Yeah, I understand. Sam?
Yeah.
Never hurts to ask.
Hell, Captain, you didn't give him a chance to recognize me.
I was just afraid I'd make them listen to your book reporting all night. By morning, they'd be confessing all their sins.
Lord Almighty.
Yeah, Lord. That's beautiful country, ain't it?
Sure is. Well, since I lost my family, trees, birds, flowers, they all look different. I think they look prettier in a way. Makes you realize the man upstairs is a pretty good artist.
Couldn't put it better myself, Captain. You know, I never had no family of my own. Hell, you're the only family I ever had. You quit ranging. Left a hole in me for a while. But I reckon in time, Texas is big enough to fill it. I'm just happy that we get to ride together one more time.
Well, let's not ruin it by one of us going and getting killed.
Oh, God.
Tell you what, you ride out ahead of me, go in like an old drunk cowboy fresh off the trail, and listen a lot. But whatever you do, don't fall in love with a working girl.
Can't help it if they fall in love with me first, Dish.
And watch your back.
Hey, stranger. Feeling okay?
Fine.
If not, I can fix you up. Stomach ache, case of the runs, something that needs lanced.
Sawbones, I think my health is in fine order today. Thank you.
I'm also the town dentist. Got a toothache.
No.
How about a haircut? I know you need a haircut.
Doc, what I need is women, whiskey, a song.
Right there, Blades is your place.
Chairman, we want to find a hot beer and a cold woman. Cold beer and a hot woman.
Well, it's a saloon, ain't it?
Reckon so. Gentlemen.
Major Jack Young.
Captain. So you're going after the Nate Jones gang? I was there that day, Captain. I seen what they did to your family. It made me sick. And there ain't nothing's gonna erase those memories. Nothing.
This time revenge and justice is riding the same horse.
Remember, you ain't the only ranger who lost family to outlaws. You gotta learn how to let go of the bad memories and hold on to the good ones. And killing Nate Jones ain't gonna erase the bad ones.
I'd rather live with the guilt of killing all those outlaws than I had seeing my dying family every night when I shut my eyes.
Just because they killed your family don't mean you gotta go and commit suicide to get even. Hell, even if you do kill them all, you think you're gonna be able to live with yourself afterwards?
I wouldn't call what I'm doing living right now.
Captain, good luck.
Thank you.
Yo, man, what you got in that bag? Oh, now how'd you manage to catch that without getting sprayed? Whoop, never mind.
I was eating my mama's chicken, so I gotta stick a lock and plumb out.
All right.
What you gonna do with him now?
Take him to the creek and turn him loose.
Let me tell you something. You get ready to turn him out, you lay that bag down, and then you run off as quick as you can so you don't get sprayed. By the time he gets out, you'll be long gone.
So, wanna come with me?
No, son. I believe I'll pass.
Oh, Mr. Lee. What a surprise seeing you out and about today. Would you mind explaining to me why you're not in school?
Well, there's this gun.
Oh! On second thought, come with me. We are going to go and talk to the marshal, and you can explain to him why you have so much trouble getting to school every day. Well, Marshal, is this what our tax dollars are paying for? For you to sleep on the job?
Now, Miss Percy, I've been out looking for outlaws all night, and I didn't get any sleep.
More like searching for your next bottle. At any rate, you need to talk to Mr. Lear. I have not been successful in getting him to come to school.
Now, Miss Percy, I don't think that's my job.
You need to talk to his parents. You know, what he needs is a good thrashing, and I am a good mind to do it myself. You know, if we do not educate our children, we are a doomed society.
Hey, cowboy. Ain't seen you in these parts before.
Well, good morning, ladies. I suppose y'all been up all morning studying the good book.
Why, you know it. Why don't you come on up and we can study together?
After you, shower all that trail dust off, of course.
You can tell me where your blacksmith is?
Right straight down there. But don't you get lost. I've got plans for you.
Ma'am?
I ain't seen anything that good looking in years.
Well, I saw him first. He's mine.
No way. I got dibs on this one. You had the last one. You do not get another one.
You don't think he'd be fool enough to come in here, do you? I don't care who he is or thinks he is. I ain't letting him in the saloon.
Hey, stranger. Feeling okay today?
My bones think I'm doing good.
Got anything needs fixing? Stomach ache? Case of the runs, maybe? Good. Got anything need lancing?
Can I help you? Meet you Chucky's feet. Been a long, hard ride. He's stalling 2 days. We charge for pay and notes today.
Maybe $1.
$1? Believe me, he'll get perfect care. Good deal. Where can a man get a drink, bath, maybe a sporting woman or two?
Only one saloon in town, and that's Blade's. You passed it on the way up. Don't play poker, though, there. They run a crooked table. There's a hotel above the saloon. You can get a bath there, too. And a sporting woman ought to be easy enough to find in the saloon. But the food's bad, the whiskey's watered down, and it's full of the filthiest people you ever saw. I think you'll love it.
Hey, stranger, if you need a drink, you go right on in there and they'll fix you up. Guys, boys, out of the way. Look, this man needs a drink.
Sparky, whiskey.
You know, it's a rule that when you buy your first drink, you gotta buy two. One for you and one for me.
Didn't see that anywhere.
Oh, yeah. It's a rule, for sure. Yeah, you know, it's one of them unwritten rules. Where you from?
I don't believe I said.
Well, ain't you all high and mighty? Come walking in here with that gun on your hip. You must think you're pretty good.
I ain't gonna say I am. I ain't gonna say I'm not.
What kind of answer is that?
Yeah, what kind of answer is that?
Sounds like a challenge to me. I say you get ready to pull iron.
Son, wouldn't be a fair fight.
Now you're just insulting me.
Gun's still looped down. Mine's not. You'll be dead before you hit the ground. Tell you what, Sparky, I'll buy him that drink.
Let me go!
Damn!
Let me go!
Damn! Damn! There'll be a better time and place.
Let me go.
Man of my liking. Tall, handsome. How about you and I go up to my room and get to know each other a little bit better?
How about I'm hungry for something to eat?
Barkeep, get this man something to eat.
Tell you what, I'll go back and wash some of this dust off. Will y'all cook my supper? If you'll excuse me.
Well, I'll get you dessert later. Mister, what's your name?
Call me Allyn.
I'll call you anything you'd like.
What are y'all so afraid of? He's nothing but a cowboy!
Who is it?
He's calling you out.
I heard him.
He wants you on the street in 2 minutes.
Just tell him I'll be there when I get there.
Get out here, you cow! Hey, boy!
Dan!
Come on, Miss Percy.
You stop that nonsense right now and go on home.
This is something I've got to do.
My money's on Dan. He's smoking.
Now that is dangerous. Betting on the unknown, but you know what? We'll take that.
Look who finally showed up! Look! I ain't got my gun tied down no more.
Son, I don't kill you today. You're drunk.
Yeah, and you're an old man who's a chicken to boot. Nobody tries to talk their way out of a gunfight unless you're a chicken.
And the way I see it, you've got two options.
Yeah, what's that?
Option one, get on your horse, ride home to Mama, and sober up.
That ain't gonna happen. I'm staying right here and killing you.
And option two is, tell the devil I said hello. Sing over his grave.
You will all see the gates of hell! None of y'all will ever see the promised land! Y'all come to my town, and you corrupt my good people! As a result, this good boy lies here dead in the street! Why couldn't you just mind your own business?
Of ages cleft for me. Let me hide, oh, let me hide myself in thee.
I like the way you let that boy have a chance. Coming up on his backside like that.
Mister, only rule in this game is to win.
You didn't trust going face to face with him?
I don't trust nothing or nobody. Trust to get you killed in this country.
You know, mister, I am impressed. I could certainly use a man of your talents.
Doing what?
Well, there's this little old bank down in Austin that's just full of money. Me and the boys got it all worked out. We can ride in, take that bank, make it back here to Brazos before they even knew we were there.
Sounds like a foolish plan to me.
And why so?
Have you ever been to Austin? There's more guns and law enforcement there than you can shake a stick at.
See, that's the point. Me and the boys, we got it all worked out. We're gonna ride out of Brazos, go back, hit that bank, clean out all that loot, stash it, make our way back here to Brazos, let the dust settle a bit, meet back up, split the money, and we'll all be rich men. Easy money, if you ask me.
What you guys talking about?
Nothing. Nothing at all, Miss Blade.
Sounds like we may need to talk a little more.
Now that sounds like a plan. Enjoy.
Right over there, and you fill it out. That is, if you can even read. Yes. You get your own pencil over there. Can I help you?
I need to make a withdrawal.
Yeah, and how much would that be?
All of it.
Sorry, lady. Bank is closed for business today.
No good, tramp. Why don't you go back to the cow pens where you belong?
Do you think?
I can't tell you how excited I am. Oh my God, mister, you're making my day. I hate the owner of this bank. In fact, I'm taking a little off the top myself. You know what I mean?
Dang it, Josie.
I don't like the way you looked at me.
Well, now you've really gone and done it. Fill those bags.
Here, take this. Do you want some more?
We want all of it.
Yeah? Okay. Hey, let's go. It was nice meeting you guys. Thank you. Thank you. This is so exciting. Quite sure you do some proper burial. Yes, sir, you got it.
The bank's been robbed! The bank's been robbed!
Hey, excuse me, Governor.
Senator Gregg, what is it?
Governor, there was a bank robbery here in Austin last night.
Why should that concern me?
Sir, I really hate to be the one that tells you this.
What?
Sir, it was Nate Jones and his gang that robbed the bank. And your ranger, Captain Ryan, well, he was identified as a member of the gang that robbed the bank.
Seems like everything's going according to plan.
Two moons. Two moons. I have a job for you. I want you to hunt down that new guy, Elliot. Now you do this. You can lay for yourself.
You got it, boss.
Read him.
Where do you think you're going?
Thought I might use the privy.
Nate, I don't trust him.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, go ahead and follow.
Dagote, Elliot. Za, inde, unsa?
Dieta ende. Dagote. Ante. Gonze?
They call me 2 Moons.
What the hell do you want?
I think you know. Where's your friend? The whore, Blade. The one with red hair.
Oh, she'll be around in a minute. May bring her little sister Lily with her. Have a seat, maybe you can join the party.
No, I'm going to kill you first. Then, when the women come down from the hill to see on you, that's when I'll grab them. After I'm tired of Blade, I'll sell her off. She may be worth an old mule, but I think I'll keep the young one to have my babies. She will make a good wife.
You're gonna make good buzzard bait time I get through with you.
That's big talk from a man in his underwear with no gun.
You'd like to come out here and get me. Izda. Letza. Izda.
Nah. Well, Captain, looks like you got caught with your britches down. Again.
What do you mean? I had him right where I wanted him.
Well, come on. I found a shortcut back to town.
Well, let me get my boots on first.
Anybody seen 2 Moons lately? Now, Josie, I told you no killing.
Well, I forgot. Go ahead. Shoot me.
Don't tempt me. Any work for 2 Moons?
Since that arrow you were sitting on.
Keep a sharp eye. Tell the boys to get the horses ready. Everybody out. Elliot.
Nate. Have a drink. You need to calm down.
Calm down.
Yes.
Elliot could ruin everything.
Not talking about Elliot at the moment. You're Nate Jones. Look at me. Do you want your boys to see you like this? Have another drink, pull yourself together. And we'll go find Elliot.
Okay, Josie. Let's go find Elliot.
All right. Let's go find Elliot.
Here's to all of you. For one hell of a fine day's work. Yeah. Now, we may not all be rich, but we did get a little richer today. Yeah! Now, let's cut to the chase. So I'll give $50 to any man or woman that'll kill Elliot.
I got him, Nate.
Maybe I have raised my gun to a fellow brother.
Where the hell are you at? You got any sabots? I hope you are.
Where'd he go? I think he disappeared like a ghost. Oh, he ain't no ghost. He disappeared like one.
Come on, let's ease down there and see if we can find him. I need me that reward money.
Yeah, I'll split it with you if you kill him.
What kind of deal is that? Come on, I need to get me that reward.
Hey, Nate, he done killed the whole gang but us.
We better get out of here while we can.
We ain't leaving till Elliot is dead.
Didn't you hear what I said? He done killed the whole gang.
We can rebuild the gang.
We gotta flush him out. I can't wait to get a bullet in his head.
Let's just burn the town down.
Just cover my back and follow me. I've got a plan.
We're going after the camp.
Oh!
Yeah! I'm all right. He'll take a better shot than that, Jimmy. Huh? I just didn't realize it hurts so damn much.
So these kids, y'all are coming with us. Now let's go!
I never liked you, Mr. Jones.
Not too many people do, kid. Not too many people do.
You're gonna be all right. Just stay down. Stay down.
Preacher, they got the kids.
Just stay down, Xavier. No, Xavier.
Sorry, preacher, I can't abide.
No, Xavier.
Allyn! Throw down your gun and step out. Otherwise, we're gonna start killing these kids. Starting with their teacher. It doesn't have to be that way. No! No, it don't!
Run, kid! Run! Run and don't stop!
Take this to the stable. Can you tell me if Flynn Jones is here?
You just stop right there. Let me see that pocket pistol. Now, ease that revolver out butt forward.
Stop on your way out, honey, and I'll help you spend your money.
Is there something I can do for you?
It's your brother, Nate. He's been killed.
By who?
By a couple of Texas Rangers. I was the only one that escaped. It was nip and tuck for a while, but I fought like a wildcat. I nearly killed myself trying to help Nate. I did, Flynn. I really did.
Well, it looks like I'm going to kill me a couple Texas Rangers.